Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Love and Marriage DC. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Keeps it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. So go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Courtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, what's up, KOED fam? Welcome back to another video of Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Courtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships. It's all about reviews. It's all about entertainment. And tonight we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage DC.
So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And if you're never mind to the other part there, because Facebook will not see this. And don't forget that we have a Patreon, and make sure that you go to our merch store to purchase the merch that we're wearing today. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get into it. So it's like a part two, where it starts off with Lil Jamie and Big Jamie getting into it. So Lil Jamie ran out in the hallway, sit down, and production talking to him was like, but that's your dad, and so he's kind of crying a little bit with his face red. So I'm assuming he was crying. And so anyway, Big Jamie was like, man, he was saying some stuff to him, and Lil Jamie was like, get your hands out my face, man. Don't be trying to show out in front of these cameras, because this ain't even you. You don't even act like that. He was like, man, what you talking about? You the one trying to show out in front of these cameras. I will hurt you, So they just kind of get into it, and production kind of pulled them apart. And, one talked to one on one end and the other on the other end. They both, it just was a bad situation for both of them, especially being on TV, man.
Well, I'm gonna have to side with Big Jamie on this one because Lil Jamie is 26 years old. He's a grown man. Okay, you got to get your life right. You know what I'm saying? You cannot continue to have your parents supporting you. You got to figure life out. I understand some kids it takes longer to figure life out, but you're 26 years old, man. You basically, your parents give you money each week. They bought you a whole car. Man, that's more than some kids get, and you still can't take advantage of that. I understand your record and everything, but sometimes you got to start off at the bottom, to kind of build yourself up. If your dad can set you up, I think the second job he's trying to set you up with a security guard job. Take that security officer job, and you be a security officer, and you start right there, so you kind of build things up again and get your life right. Sometimes you got to take a step back so you can take 2 steps forwards. And it's 2 steps forward, yeah. And so you got to start over again, man. Kids nowadays, to me, when me and I guess Jamie's around my age, when we grew up, we had to earn, we had to work for what we want. Okay, so everything we did, we earned. You know what I'm saying? I worked since I was 14 years old. Kids nowadays, they want things given to them. They want their parents to take care of them for long periods of time. And I'm not saying all kids, but a lot of them do. So yeah, but to me, when your child is dependent on the parent, they don't have the tools and the skills to live on their own. Okay, so sometimes you got to start them off at a young age, 18, 19 years old. Have them get a part-time job. Have them know how to be financial, independent. Have them learn how to be, financial savvy. It's stuff like that. Because when you're 27, 28 years old, now you get out into the life, you already behind the curveball. That's just my personal opinion. So yeah, I'm with Big Jamie, man. You got all the tools. We gave you the skills. We supported you, and you still don't want to do nothing, man. So.
On the next scene, you got Quick trying to talk to Lil Jamie, and basically, Lil Jamie, his confession was like, man, Quick, this ain't that time. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say, bro. Keep your 2 cents over there.
Yeah, and I understand Lil Jamie was heated, but Quick was trying to drop some dimes to him. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at another grown man because you didn't get a job. You know what I'm saying? You know, your dad was the one that kind of put word in for you. So after that, it's up to you to present yourself to get that job. So you can't get mad at your dad about that. You know, so that's the thing. When these, not all of them, but a lot of these young kids, you know, young people, when things don't go their way, they want to blame other people. They don't want to take accountability for themselves. So
So the next thing you got Winter, and child, she beg, honey. Honey, need to be spring. I personally don't too much care for Winter because I think she do too much. And plus, she was Monique's friend. Monique left. Why you take your friend with you? So why is you here? Why is you here? As people say, as they said in Huntsville, you in love?
yeah, she in love.
And then you came on, and you supposed to be what? Divorce. So you kind of came in the thing divorce. So love and marriage.
Well, look at Destiny. She's
Why
still
you
on
here?
that show.
But I'm just saying this is what was said to you know what I'm saying, in the last one. So but anyway, so yeah, Winter, why you here? But I know some of y'all love Winter, but to each his own. So she said that she is she got some stuff going on, so she coming out with this song and everything because she done signed all her papers for her divorce, and I guess his name Black. He was the one that wrote the song for the divorce or something like that. The
Yeah,
divorce
sign
song.
the paper, sign
Yeah.
my papers or something like that. Cause she was singing some of it, some of the song last season when they was in that room where everybody was sitting down. I guess at Monique and Chris's house, and her ex Kevin, he was there, and she was singing "Sign the Paper." Sign the paper.
But did she come up with that song in that moment, or did she come up? Did she come up with that song in that moment, or did she say, "Ooh, the folks in the audience, they love that song"? Then she decided to bring that song and make it up.
I think it's the latter. I think she sung that song, and people, she kind of got wind of people liking the song. She said, "Okay, people like, I'm gonna go ahead and make a real song." So she went to Black and said, "Hey, can you write the rest of the lyrics to the song?" And that's when the song came out, "Signed the Papers" by Winter, aka Miss Missy.
Snowflake.
That's what they call Snowflake. Oh, that's right. Her name's Winter. Oh, I'm so slow.
You didn't know why they call her Snowflake?
I don't know why they call it Snowflake. I'm so slow.
So
I'm tired too, man. It's been long. Speaking of winter, we was driving in
oh my goodness,
and it was nothing but winter around.
Hey, some stuff we say for Patreon.
Oh, I keep forgetting.
She so don't anyway, love me no more. So Sherelle, which is Black's wife, and I'm trying to figure out why they not on the show, or why are they so-called friends, I guess, of the show, because it seemed like they would be more of an asset than Joy and Clifton to me, to be honest, because it seems as though, because it was rumored that they were going to take the place of Monique and Chris, but we see that's not the case. But it seemed like they got moved.
Either the husband backed out of that deal or what, but yeah, you're right. I agree with you. To me, they bring more to the show than Clifton and Joy. So far. Yeah. Because first of all, they are married, they are entrepreneurs, and like what's her name, Shelly? Sherelle do have a TV presence. You know what I'm saying? Because she when she's on screen, she know how to hold on. And I don't know why they didn't go that route, but I really think they should be they would probably been better for the show than Clifton and Joy.
Yep. So Sherelle come in and sit down and talk to Winter and talk about the song. It seemed like Gutter Barbies, because we know now that we know that Winter called Arena and Ashley Gutter Barbies. I think
it's nothing bad with Gutter Barbies. It's nothing bad about it. I don't see anything bad about being a Gutter Barbie. I don't. I mean, you're cute and you hood at the same time. You're classy, but you're sassy at the same time. You chunky, but you funky at the same time.
Okay, let's stop.
You messy and you essy at the same time.
So
you made the last one up, y'all.
So she talked about that, but what's her name? Sherelle said that she was gonna let them know that you finna make a song about Gutter Barbie, because she felt like she didn't want to get in the middle of it, but her going back and telling it, especially since her husband wrote the lyrics for it or whatever, because she said her husband don't write diss tracks.
Come on now, Sherelle. Come on now. I know you might get see this, yeah, you might not see it, but if you do see this, you might start twerking in your Barbie suit. But come on, man, that is a diss track. Come on, if you writing about good Barbies and you talking about somebody, that's a diss track. Okay, now look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he got the lyrics like "Good Barbies are the most beautiful thing in the world." Good Barbies, it will rock it, something like that. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know,
I
but
doubt it.
what do you mean you got it?
That's how I doubt it.
You could be wrong. It could be. You could be a good Barbie.
No, the devil is a lie. So anyway, so Sherelle also was saying too that, what I guess what Winter was saying at the reunion about her having receipts on Arena's husband, Jamie and stuff like that. And Sherelle was like, girl, if I was her, I'd be like, yeah, I want to know. Don't just tell me this. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the receipts. If you say you got them, you can go ahead and elaborate on that because I was looking for something.
Oh, about Jamie and the receipts?
Yeah. But they were talking about in that moment.
Yeah, like Sherelle was saying, if you got receipts, show the dang on receipts, man. All this he say, she say stuff, man, that crap gets somebody in trouble and it gets old. I'm a big proponent of showing the receipts. Don't say nothing or don't start nothing without the receipts.
Yep.
Okay? Even on the other shows, show the receipts.
Yep.
Tired of this. This is what this person said. Guess what this person said? Yeah, man, show the dang on receipts, man.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters, man.
That's all the lie unless you got receipts.
When y'all doing business over the phone, whatnot, or you go in your accounts and stuff, you screenshots your receipts, don't you? Because you want to make sure you got your receipts in case something happen, right?
A confirmation.
A confirmation. That's what you do. You want that confirmation. Oh, you don't want somebody to say, hey, Mr. Such and Such, you got $35,000 in your account, but I can't show you receipt. No, you basically going by what he's saying. No, right. He's like, oh, do I have $35,000? He's just telling me that. No, well, if you send your receipt saying you got $35,000 in your account, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna feel peace of mind because you see. So
on the next scene, you got Ashley going to the studio because she finna talk to the news people about her book that's coming out. Do that, shh, because you can't cuss.
Oh. No, before you go to fuck. I think she said it's gonna be in Barnes and Noble, the books, or Books a Million, whatever. How can you display that book on the shelves in stores like that?
I think you can. I think you
with the title like that.
I think you can. If
when kids walk by,
but they shouldn't be over there in the adult section of the book.
That's not adult section.
I don't mean that, but they shouldn't be over there.
Some kids do go over there to do the art. Oh,
I think if I'm not
artist, what is it?
Autobiography.
No, it's not audio.
Autobiography.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, y'all.
But I think I have seen cursing on books and stuff like that. Yeah.
You probably see the D word, like damn. But I never seen a book that said the S word, the F word on the cover like that.
So anyway. So she's sitting down and she's talking to the person virtually, whatever. I think they're on the other side of the studio. And, she's just asking her questions, stuff about what she's been through and basically her book. And then the newscaster lady asks her about Chris and Monique. Girl, I heard that they was getting a divorce or something. What's going on with that? And then in her confession, she was like, this ain't about them.
Yeah, I totally agree with her, man. If I'm out here trying to promote my book, don't ask me about somebody else. Okay? Don't ask me that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we was talking about the show. Yeah, I can see you asking me that question, but I'm talking about something I'm trying to promote, and you ask me about someone else. Come on, that's not cool.
Yeah. But she did keep it classy. She was like, you know what, I haven't talked to her in a couple of weeks and stuff like that, but, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. And she kept it like that. And I don't blame her. Girl, don't get in them folks' business, honey, spilling them tea. They come up there trying to get tea from you, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, they going to be reporting about it. So, yeah. We both sleepy, y'all. Tired.
It's raining. It's Sunday.
My allergies acting up. I really want to go to sleep, but I got to do something once I get finish this video. So anyway, but so Arena and Jamie are coming. Excuse me, I'm talking my head up here, but my words back here. So Arena and Jamie. This is their scene. I combined two names.
So it's cute though. The Janas.
So this is their scene. And it's so Arena downstairs,
Yeah.
and so
Jane said, and Ray said, "Hey, I need you to come downstairs to help me with these boxes. These boxes they left in the front of the porch." And James said he's on the phone. Oh, he's laying in bed like an old man, with glasses, pop glasses on, like reading his phone, like,
that's how you be.
"What? I need you to come downstairs." Hey, here I come. He got little flip flops on, and lo and behold, it's always at the bottom steps too. That joke slip down the steps, boy. Woo.
She said
You getting old, boy. You getting old.
She said, "Wait, no, you didn't." Almost fall down the steps, and you know them cameras right there, everything. I mean, they didn't edit that. He didn't say, "Hey, let's try that again. Let me come down here." He just kept it rolling. So he was like, "Man," she was like, "Hey, I know you getting old. You fall down the steps like that,
and you just retired from the police force, and you trying to hurt yourself." And you can tell he kind of hurt himself. He kind of doing his arm like that.
doing stuff like that because
You
he
gonna
had to
probably-
catch himself.
Yeah, he's probably had to go
It's
give
so
it to her, soaking some Epsom salt. Ugh. So just like this.
And she was there telling me, "You got them slides and flip flops. That's probably why you fell." I just, man, it is a scary thing about the fall and catch yourself because you in that moment. You just think your whole world finna just, because you don't know how you finna fall. It's gonna hurt some, break some, you know. Falling now is different than falling back in the day.
Oh, who you telling, man?
That's why I want to go skating, but then I'm understanding.
When you fall in your 20s, you bounce right back up. You fall in your 40s and 50s, you just lay there. You just lay there and pray to God, so my God.
And then you got to deal with the aches and pains, man. Shoot, take you with Advil. So anyway, they sit down and they talk, and of course they talking about the situation with little Jamie in there. And Jamie was saying that, you know, the part that he got a problem with is when their son ghosts him. You know, saying the son said he ghosts everybody. But he said, "Listen, why you ghosting us? We didn't do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? We still paying your give you money, paying your car and all that stuff, whatever. I just don't like that." So Arena said, you know, she starts to tear up and she said, "I just hate that, you know, like with these young people nowadays, they gonna do, some of them do stuff, you know what I'm saying, when they life not going right to harm themselves, and she just don't want that to be for, you know." But Jamie like, "Yeah, I get it, but still, you know what I'm saying, you can't, you know."
Jamie sound like me, man. We just like, we stand 10 toes down on our stance sometimes, man, because I get it, you know, especially younger kids nowadays, they want to do something to themselves when things don't go right in life. But guess what? Back in the day, things didn't go right in our lives either. You know, we didn't hear about that as much back then. You know what I'm saying?
My situation is different.
Oh, yours different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about life in general. You know, I'm not gonna off myself because I didn't get a job. You know what I'm saying? Some kids would do that because they feel like they're a failure in life. You know, so
well, I tried to off myself, so you know what I'm saying. Like I said, my situation is different. So you know, I just personally, I understand what Arena feel. You know, I understand what she's saying because it's true. You know, sometimes you just truly want to make sure you're doing everything you can do mentally for your child because you don't want them to do that.
Well, here's the thing, babe. You said child. He's 26 years old.
That's still your child.
I get that, but he's a grown man too.
Yeah, but that's still your child.
So how long you gonna think that way till he's like 40?
Could be. It depends on their mental state. Depends on their mental state.
You know, being a man, you got to be a man. You have to, especially if you got kids that depend on you. When you got a family, you got to grow up.
I mean, I'm not saying you do stuff to handicap them. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for their mental, you just check on them, make sure they're good. Especially if they life not going the way they wanted to go.
See, now you put it that way. I get that. You want to you want to make sure they're out in the head, but as like, oh, I know what you need, babe. I'm not saying you saying it, but some parents still do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These grown people, you know what I'm saying? You got to take the training wheels off. You have to. If not, they will suffer in life. Okay?
I get that.
So yeah.
With, you know, I've had to do some tough things that I didn't want to do, you know.
You did.
With my sons. Mm-hmm. So, you know, just kind of, you know, throw them a place to where they got to grow up because, you know, you can't, you know, be in a place to where you're sheltered, so to speak, all your life. So
Yeah, like with my daughter, like I said, when it came to a car, the first car I got her, she was a senior in high school. I bought that car. Okay. After that, when she got grown, I said, "Hey, here's the deal, baby girl. You got to get your own car in your own name, okay? Because I need you to learn how to pay bills. I need you to learn how to, to control your finances. You can't depend on daddy for everything. You still got some grown people right now. These kids, 25, 27, 28 years old, still buying on vehicles, cars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which is fine. That's what you want to do. But I like, there's one, somebody we know that they bought their child everything, and that child, when they got 22 years old, still didn't know they still did not know how to work. Meaning,
I know.
of them.
Oh, okay.
They don't know how to work because their parents sheltered them all their lives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. You guys take the training wheels off.
Yep. So anyway, they had
one more thing. Me personally, I think this is my opinion. Y'all might hate my opinion, but I think every child when they turn 18 needs to serve 2 years in the military. That's just me. Go ahead.
So anyway, they said, listen, we're just gonna go to therapy. So they all agreed to go to therapy. So the next thing, you got Ashley with her friend Alicia. So she's coming over to help her with the book. Now I love the sweatshirt that Ashley is rocking that says Scorpio, because that's what I is, girl.
Oh, that was that Scorpio?
Yeah. So me and Ash, that's why
I
I
thought
rock
about
with
the
her.
animal.
What animal?
The Scorpio animal.
What Scorpio animal? Ain't there.
Ain't now?
Ain't.
Where is ain't now in the vocabulary?
Yeah. But anyway, so Ash said that so she was telling her friend that the situation in the book, gonna talk about how she grew up and how her mama, I think, put her out at 16 years old. She had nowhere to go, so she pretty much been on her own since that. Her mama got some issues with that.
Yeah, mom said, "What you talking about? I ain't do that." so yeah, but some parents, man, when they don't do the right thing as a parent, they just get amnesia.
Yep. So yeah, she was just saying, her mama, mad about that, and they're gonna have to talk about it. So best friend said, listen, friend, listen, do you know that thing making noise? Telling you, like a little kid.
Can I have a hammer?
Like a little kid.
Please.
See? Can I have my hammer, man?
Yeah, I need a hammer.
Please. Can you please stop making noises with it? Oh, gosh, I didn't know, Lord. Production, y'all gave me a child to babysit. This is what y'all doing? Somebody to babysit?
Don't try to use my line.
I asked for a grown amen, as he say, but y'all give me a little child that want to play with tickle toys.
Hey, don't do that. Don't try to use my line, okay?
All right, so moving on, because I'm feeling like Jeffrey's right now, because my eyes is about to shut like her.
They don't know who Jeffrey is.
If you watch Ready to Love on. So yes, I'm talking slow and my eyes closing like her. So the best friend said, we gonna do a tattoo.
I promise you, when they said something about tattoo, I'm thinking they're gonna get something big and it's something just gonna stand out, I said, what kind of tattoos they about to get?
Yeah, so twin and best friend tattoos. But what?
How they do it?
Yeah.
And one had the eyes and one got the mouth. I said, come on, y'all could do that with an ink pen.
I think that's cute.
They could do that with an ink pen.
Every time.
Every time they get around. Hey, you coming? Yeah, hold on.
We should do that. We should do the heart. You do the bottom, I do the top. And put it together. And then they say,
call y'all cracking my fingers, say they stubborn and fat.
Yeah, but they ain't got nothing to do with it. Let me see if you got enough meat to do it. Let me see. Hold up. Ooh. It's too brown over there. The light
colorism.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna show up. Maybe you can do the bottom half. I have to. What's so much up here? You guys a look. What is the rest of your?
Get back to the video, man. How about my fingers, man?
Anyway, All right, so yeah, they basically gonna do that. So they gonna do the little happy face and then the smile. And I thought it was cute. So, tattoo artists were probably saying, "Child, y'all, I came over here for that,
Man,
but that's okay.
that brother brought all that equipment over there.
Table.
Lights and chairs and.
He probably said, "This my time, man, to show the audience what I'm working with, man. I'm gonna give me a lot of business. Oh, we just want to dot in line."
Man, I've been so mad, man. Y'all had me look all this stuff in this house. Come across town for this? Yeah. Y'all could have did this with an ink pen. That's so bad.
So they also talked about how they, the interaction was with Joy. I think Ashley was saying, "What you thought about Joy?" And Alicia was like, "Well, I like her. She seemed like she cool and stuff like that. Like she one of us, she gonna speak her mind." But they also talked about her going to of course, being a speaker at a single moms event. But they talked about that and stuff. They was like, I just didn't understand it and stuff. Hope she didn't get offended, but So in the next scene, of course, Joy coming, she pulling up at Arena house and stuff. And Arena just talks slow. I like her. I don't know. Ain't nothing wrong with her talking slow, but you got Ashley that's like, nah. Then you got Arena that's just a mellow tone.
You know what? And I said this last season. And
monotone.
Sorry. And I see this more this season. I like both of these couples. I do. I really do. I like Jamie and Raina and Quick and his wife Ashley. I like them. Now I'm go back to what we said earlier. They should have brought what's his name, Sherelle and her husband on instead of Joy and Clifton. This is my opinion.
Yeah. So Raina was saying, what you felt about the situation. But Joy did say she been knowing Arena for a year now, but Clifton and
Jamie
have been friends for a long time. So I'm assuming that they had nothing to do with the show. They've been friends before the show.
You gotta understand, you gotta read between the lines. What's the definition of a long time? 2 years, 3 years?
Some years.
My definition of a long time, 10, 15 years. You know what I'm saying? But they never go into how many years they know one another.
So hopefully they will, because we trying to see, did y'all meet because of the show?
Right.
Ready to Love, because y'all on the same network, did y'all meet because of that? Y'all in the same city and y'all had to, come together for whatever. Or did y'all meet organically outside the show before this show part of it was even thought about? Did y'all meet like that? Because it would help the dynamic that y'all bringing real connections on with people and not co-workers, right. You know what I'm saying, trying to fill in a spot because something missing.
Yeah, that's a great point. Right
that
there.
Would really and truly change the dynamic of how I even view y'all relationship.
Right. Yeah, you're right. If I known that Clifton and Joy was friends with some of the people on the show 10 years before the show started, yeah, you're right. I probably look at them totally different.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at them like, okay, they need somewhere to go, and they ride these people's coattails. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I look at it right now.
And the reason could be that Joy is only met Arena a year because she only been knowing Clifton about a year or so.
Exactly.
So she probably came into what was already there. And so anyway, so Arena was just asking how she felt about, Ashley and Alicia, saying what they said. She said, well, at first I was like, but then, it did kind of, take me by surprise or whatever. But it seems as though, she felt like she was being ganged up on. Raina said, well, I don't think you was being ganged up on. But she said Clifton did have, issues with it. That's why he kind of stepped in. He was kind of a little mad and stuff. So, but anyway. But she said if it continues, she'll say something about it. But Raina was like, girl, I think you need to talk about it. In other words, production said y'all need to have a conversation about it. In other words, honey, because it really and truly wasn't nothing to it. Not to sit down and have no conversation with. And you're gonna see at one point, I think that they're gonna get into it. But I would like to know how long has Ashley and Joy been friends, because it seems as though that I heard Joy and Ashley say that they were friends as well. So I mean, where the friendship coming in at? But anyway, so now they at the Think Pink party. I thought it was called Think Pink something else that she said with a cuss word, but I don't know. But so Ashley said this event is for women, whether you're single, married, whatever. So Arena come in with her Gutter Barbie jacket on because of course and she said they made money off it. Thank you, Winter. So now you want to call us some child, we're gonna make money off it. And that's how you capitalize on this. Candy been doing it for so long.
So I'm trying to capitalize on. Oh, y'all country, Eddie, you country. I'm gonna capitalize, country boy Eddie. Is already a country boy.
He is a country boy.
Well, so I'm gonna.
Oh, did he pass away?
I think he passed away recently too. So I had to come with a country boy E-Dub or E-Boys. I'm gonna own it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna embrace it.
Embrace
I'm
it.
gonna make money off of
Make
it. That's right. They're gonna say I'm like that. Y'all seen the Water Boy, right?
I am.
Yeah, and the one of the trainer from had the occasion.
Oh yeah.
That would be me. So yeah,
not you. So Sherelle come to the event. Joy came in. With her doing the stuff that she did. Everybody in the pink. So I guess it's pink, like pink with a costume dressed up.
I don't understand the party. I don't.
Yeah,
really don't.
I didn't either. Like, is it pink with some kind of costume, or I mean, because when you go to a pink event, I'm just gonna wear pink and keep it rolling. I'm not gonna add all that extra stuff to it.
I thought pink was when you do pink things, it's like dealing with cancer. That's what I thought.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying,
But so anyway, so Sherelle come in. And Ashley introduced Sherelle to Joy, and Joy was a little dry. Mm-hmm.
I think we both kind of dry.
And so she was just like, in her confession, Joy was like, yeah, I don't fool with her for real because you can tell why. I eat you.
Oh, yeah, because what was that, Sherelle? Sherelle, her husband, Black, was in the group with Winter, and somehow the group broke up. And Winter saying the reason why the group broke up.
No Winter in here.
I'm sorry. Joy, they looking like a little bit. Joy, I don't know how you say it. Joy said, the reason why they broke up was because of the husband. And because the husband, guess he thought the group was his or something like that. And they just kind of broke apart and they broke up. So Joy, she's holding some resentment towards the husband. And she said, anything the husband is connected to, I'm going to hold resentment towards that. Which to me don't make sense because the wife ain't got nothing to do with this because,
So yeah, so I don't understand, honey, that you finna hold on to that. Like, how long? I don't know how long this was or whatever.
Like, you look at the picture they show, like, dang, they was back in the late 80s.
So you still gonna hold on to that, but okay. So Sherelle tells Ashley about what Winter's song is about the gutter bob and stuff, because she said, girl, I want to talk to you wearing that jacket. I mean, now she wasn't wearing the jacket. Y'all love to talk about it, so I got something I want to tell you about it. So she tells her, well, she actually, Arena, Jordan, all of them sit down and they talk about it. And Ashley said, okay, you talking about Snowflake? She said, oh, that's what y'all call a Snowflake? Yeah, we don't say one over here.
Oh my God, I am slow. I am so slow. I did not know, and that's the reason why they call her Snowflake. I thought they called her Snowflake because she was so, people, oh, you're a snowflake because you get bothered so easily. That's the reason why I thought they called her Snowflake. But now, because her name was Winter, and she ain't no big Winter, she's a small snowflake. Now I get it now. Dang, Eddie, what's wrong with you, man? Production. Why put me on this show when I'm half asleep? Huh? Now y'all got me looking bad. Y'all got me looking like I'm real slow. Why are you bucking your eye?
Hey, I'm trying to do my job. So anyway, and the next scene, Ashley was just sitting down and talking to them or whatever, and it really wasn't much to talk about. Yeah, gutter bobbies, no gutter bobbies, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Joy looking straight face, honey, like she was almost ready to fight, honey, sitting up there. So yeah, you want to talk about that? I mean, because.
No, we're not talking about.
There really wasn't much to talk about, but Ashley was saying, okay, so Sherelle, you basically in her confession, you my friend. So, you talking to Winter. So I'm just trying to see, is you trying to, go back and tell her something that's happening over here, you know what I'm saying? So you claim you ain't trying to play the middle, but I'm watching you to see if you are, not going to play the middle. So, Sherelle said, listen, Arena, Winter want to meet, basically she want to meet with both of y'all. Ashley was like, girl, I'm over it. Child, I'm not going to meet with her no more. And then Arena was like, I'll meet with her because, yeah, she in my DMs, she got some receipts and stuff like that about, Jamie cheating and all that stuff. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and meet with her. So they meet up and they fuss the whole time. The end. So they meet up and I guess we'll see a part of that, but I'm just tired of Winter. Like, girl, you make you some songs and go sit down somewhere. Like, to trying to find is somebody cheating or don't do that. I wouldn't even play this character. If that's what they wanted me to do on this show, I have to bow out gracefully because I wouldn't want to do that.
Coco, So we need you to play this character for $2.5 million this season. Would you do it?
What character?
The character of Winter, a Snowflake. Would you do it?
Well, I would have to go in there and do it for 2 point, but of course, you know what I'm saying, listen. And I have to tell y'all just got a job to do. Don't take it personal. But we know that's not the case, because they probably getting paid $1,000
Well, I'm just saying, you said you never do it, so I'm just saying somebody threw that type of money in front of you, $2.5 million for like 10 episodes. Yeah, I'd be the messiest person.
I say, don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. So that's pretty much it, y'all.
Yeah, that's it, man.
I just didn't understand that whole argument between the two or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't win in my DMs, but you go. I think the argument. You go on other people's podcasts and say stuff that you didn't say. Of course, you was on the nightcap and you said yada yada yada. But I really, when Winna said what she said on the nightcap, it was nothing. It was nothing. It was more of what y'all said on the reunion when you said that pretty much one of y'all, both of y'all cheated at some point. I think she was just really, talking about that.
I think the main thing that, what's her name? Not Winna, but Jamie's wife. Arena. I think her main beef was because the receipt was supposed to be by her son with disability.
Thank you. I knew it was somebody.
Yeah, that's to me. I think that's what she was mainly upset about. And it's like, okay, you talking about a child once again. You know what I'm saying? A child with disability. So what receipts do you have, Winna? You know what I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying, somebody in your circle saying something about, what's his name?
What's his name? James, Justin?
Lil Al B. Sure. They was talking about Lil Al B. Sure. Okay, and so one of them was telling Arena, hey, you need to check your circle. Somebody up here talking about your son. I got the DMs. I'll show you the DM saying that Arena, she gave, basically she didn't start raising Lil Al B. Sure till he got of age. And when he got of age, they hired somebody to come in the house to watch him while they can go out there in the street.
The mama.
Yeah, they brought the mama in the house so they can go out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if that's true or not.
And even if it was, what's it to you?
Right.
He taken care of, or what's it to whoever? I don't really care, to be honest. That ain't even no gossip, to be honest.
I got fun feeling Carlos King got his hands over all of that.
That really truly is nothing to gossip about. Now, if they left him stranded, they didn't take care of him, but it sounded
they say they put him in like a boarding home. He aged out the boarding home, and that's when he came back home to live with them. So we don't know how true that is, man. People can make anything up online.
They can. So, but anyway, on that note, you guys, that's all we got. So, like I said, I feel, I'm feeling DC, this season, because I believe it got substance other than other shows that, is on TV. It seemed like I could see some stuff because these people got real. They actually, doing some actual work. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's with their family, it's actual content that we can actually see stories. So on that note, that's all I got. Go with God and let God go with you.
Let's put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!